Young chickens, welcome back. I'm here to tell you about the first 2 episodes of the Uncanny Counter. Guys, I did not know what to expect with this drama. Honestly, I was just looking around on the internet. I was like, what's gonna come out on Netflix in December? What can I look forward to? And I was between this and The Strongest Delivery Man. But The Strongest Delivery Man already has all its episodes out. And that's not fun because I wanted to watch it with you guys, right? So the Uncanny Counter was the only Netflix drama I think coming out around now that had new episodes every week. So that's how I chose this one. And I thought, I'll enjoy it. It has a supernatural element. I totally love that. Seriously, I would proclaim for a while, strongly, that my favorite drama of all time was My Girlfriend is a Gumiho. I said that. My Girlfriend is a Gumiho with Shin Mena and Lee Seung-gi. Anyway, that was my favorite, so I'm all into the supernatural elements. Guys, this was really good. I'm really excited, and I'm watching with my family, and we're all really excited for it. We can't even wait for next week. So let's get started. Like I said, this is going to have spoilers. You should see the title. It's going to have spoilers because I like to discuss. When they come out every week, I want to discuss it with you guys. I want us to have an experience together. Okay, so here's what happens first, just in case you missed it or in case you want to discuss. All right, so we open really strong on a main character that I just love. That's what I think this drama is doing so well right from the start. I am so connected with this main character. He is just the best little boy. So it starts out when he's a really small child and he's driving with his parents to go on vacation, right? And they're driving along, they're having a good time, and you already get a peek into this little boy's personality because it's so cute. He was like, I'm drawing a picture of us going on vacation. And his parents are like, oh great, we'll all go on vacation, right? And he's like, no, you're not coming. This is Grandpa and Grandma because you're too busy. And they're like, oh. And they're like, we promise we won't be busy. We'll be available for the vacation. And he was like, no, you guys always tell lies. This boy's great, right? He's just he's roasting them, right? And they're like, no, we won't tell lies. We just want to go. Please include us. And he's like, okay, yay. And so it was so cute. You already love this boy. You already love his family. Unfortunately, that's when their car gets hit by a truck. And at first, I thought it was on accident, right? Because the dad receives a call and it's from one of his friends. And I'm thinking maybe his dad was a detective and maybe his mom was a police officer. I'm not quite sure exactly the circumstances around it. But he receives a call and his friend tells him, watch out, don't let them kill you. And that's when their car is struck by a truck and you see somebody get out and they're dressed in black, and so you know it was intentional. Oh my goodness, right? So the parents of this little boy die, right? And it fast forwards 7 years, I believe. And at that time, he has no more use of his leg, right? I want to say he becomes a cripple. I don't know if that's the appropriate word to use. But anyway, he has no more use of his leg. But you love this boy. He looks like he's just living life. He's made his situation, right? He's like, this is what it is. I'm a happy kid. And it's so funny because after that scene, it opens on him taking care of his grandma with dementia. And I just love this kid so much. You know why? He's solid. He's steady. He's kind. He's humble. He just doesn't want to make waves with anyone, but he's also brave. He's got spirit inside him. He wants to stand up for people, which will come up later. So one day, a crazy thing happens to him, right? So he's walking along and it's all of a sudden, it's he's struck by lightning. He's like, what was that? Well, it turns out at the same time, there is this group of crime fighters. They're actually Grim Reapers, right? And what they do is they try to make evil spirits pass over to the afterlife, because the only ghosts that don't go to the afterlife are the really bad ones. And what they do is they go and they inhabit bad people on earth so they can keep doing bad things. And they take life forces. And the more life forces they take, the stronger they get. So on that day that he got hit with lightning, that was the same time that one of their group died, right? So at the time that member of the group died, the celestial spirit inhabiting his body left, and went into this boy. And it's so amazing because usually the way that this happens is the celestial spirits can only go into someone who's in a coma. So this was really unusual because this boy was alive, like he just didn't have use of his leg. So later on they asked, why would you go into somebody who was not in a coma? They asked that of the spirit. And she said that his spirit was exceptionally strong. He had so much energy. He had a lot of rage built up in him, but he would be so incredibly powerful. So it's really exciting, right? So he finds out over time that things are changing. What are these like black dots on his fingers, and what's going on with that lightning? And then he has a dream and the celestial spirit comes to him and she looks all exotic and he doesn't know what's going on until that's when these crime fighters, these Grim Reapers find him and they say, do you want to join our group? And at first he says no, which I really love. He says no because he says, my parents have already died. Well, he didn't tell them that his parents had died, but he said, I can't die before my grandparents. It would just break their heart. So I'm so sorry, I'm gonna have to say no, right? But what's really cool is these Grim Reapers, they take care of him for the moment. They come and they save him from some bullies that were beating up him and his friend. And they heal his leg, and it's just a joyous moment. Just all in the first 2 episodes, I got so much. Like, I even feel like, the guy who's portraying the main character is like already so good because I could just feel his elation. Like, imagine not being able to walk for 7 years, and then he was just running. He was like, he couldn't stop. It was wonderful. So they heal his leg and they take care of him. And he just happens to go on a mission with him where he's able to save a little boy. And at that point, he's like, you know what? I think I'm going to do this. So then he joins the crime fighters. I'm so excited, like, honestly. And he's just been training. So I don't know if every episode they're going to like stop an evil spirit. I don't know exactly how it's going to be laid out. But so far, I am so hooked. And honestly, I am so hooked because of the main character. So the guy who is portraying this, I don't know his name, but I'll have to look it up. He is doing a really good job. I'm so excited. The only other person I recognize in that group of crime fighters, there's another, like the older lady. She plays in so many dramas, so I'm so glad she's getting so much work. It's exciting. And other things to mention, I love that this little boy, like, he has friends. He has like a full life. Like, he wasn't shunned by society or anything. That's why I feel like he had an option. He wasn't in a coma. He was like, well, life is already going as it's going. Like, what is the incentive for me to join your crime fighting group? And what he agreed to, he said, for these other people, I get it. They're coming out of a coma. It's like they get a second chance of life. But for me, what I want, what you should give me, he bargains with the celestial spirit, is he wants to see his parents again. So it's so sweet, you know, even though they've passed on, he wants an opportunity to see them. And he believes that the celestial spirit can grant him that. So it's really exciting. And I love his friends. That's what I was going to mention. His friends are so cool. So listen, I know the love interest obviously is supposed to be the girl who's in the crime fighting group who's like a little bit older than him. Like, he looks at her and then like time stops and the wind and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I like his friend so much. I would love it if they did like a trickaroo and he got with his friend, because his friend is really funny. Like, she seems like a good person too. She like stands up for people, and she was always like, when he had his leg that wasn't working, she looked at their friend and she was like, we have to take care of him. We are the strong ones in this relationship. We've always taken care of him, and we've known him from a kid, you know, from when his parents passed away. So she has responsibility, and she's always cracking jokes. So, you know, that's the angle I'm hoping for. I know that the love interest is the girl in the crime fighting group, but I wanted to be his best friend. I love that angle. What can I say? But overall, I am so excited about the start of this drama, and I can't wait till next week. And so I think that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. By the way, if you like this content, we are only, last time I checked, 8 subscribers away from 100. I'd like to make it by Christmas, you know, if we can. So if you like this content, or if you know someone who might like this content, please subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week on Young Chickens. In the morning, in the evening, or sometime in between, I hope that you will see some on your screen. Subscribe. How does perfection feel, darling?